HMS Snake, circa 1797. The final rigging. Hi, this is model shipwright Steve Priske, and this video documents the final rigging phase of this tall ship model. Although this is a good thing, I am using a new digital camera to videotape this final phase. It's enhancing all of the colors that I went to great trouble to flatten out. So some of the colors, like the color of the ensign, look a lot richer than they do in real life. Anyway, sit back, enjoy, and let me know what you think of this final video.
Good morning. This is a quick video review of some of the rigging that's been accomplished on the HMS Snake. I'm doing this with a new camera, so I'm experimenting a little bit with how this mechanical part of the camera works. As we can see, most of the rigging on the mizzen mast has been completed. You can see that all the lifts are in place. Oops. There's the lifts. You can see that all the braces are in place. The braces are what hold the yard arms at the proper angles and are constantly adjusted as a ship would tack. And here we can see the spanker boom. I'm still going to add a furled sail right here onto the spanker boom. The sail's already been sewn up, it just needs to be lashed in place, and then a couple of lines of rigging. And we can see the ship's boat on the stern here, rigged on her davits. Added several more accoutrements to the inside of the ship's captain's gig. There are 6 oars, water cask, 2 bailing buckets, ship's anchor chain, and back here is the rudder and the rudder stem, or the rudder handle. You can see on the helm we've got one of the helmsmen attending the helm. He's not actually steering it, but he's back there attending the helm. And here we can see the junior officers coming up from below decks. Let's take a look at the main mast. I don't know how well the color of this flag is coming out. It doesn't look very real in the window here that I'm looking at, but the flag has been faded quite a bit. Looks like it's a flag that's been in use for a while. No shininess to it. Colors are accurate. Well, as we first look at the very base of the main mast and point out the boarding pikes that have been added right here. And here we can see the block and tackle used to secure the main yard, the lower yard, in place. And again on the main mast, you see the lifts have been added, and the braces have been rigged in place. Some fairly complex double bracing going on this particular ship model. So I'm going to try to keep this where you can see it. It's a little hard to show both running and standing rigging at the same time. You can see one or the other is going to fade away in the background, either the standing rigging or the running rigging. And about half of the foremast has been rigged. It's just this 1 yard left to go right here, and then the foremast is almost complete. The bracing on the upper part of the foremast is again done. The lifts are done. So once I install this last yard, that'll allow me to complete the lifts right here and here. And then some braces here. And then basically all the running rigging is complete. Now I'm going to do a little bit of additional rigging from what's called in the plans to indicate how these sails would be deployed. Once they're unfurled, there's going to be some running rigging that runs along with them, so I'm going to add that. And then that's basically the end of the running rigging. 2 sails left to add. Bowsprit, flying jibs. Here's the material for them. And then, as I mentioned, the spanker boom, the spanker sail, and of course that's already been rigged. It's inside drying right now. Up on top here we can see the 50 star Admiralty flag. We're going to put a pennant on the main mast, a long pennant, and then we've got the Union Jack on the stern. So there's a quick video update of most of the rigging of the HMS Snake. As we can see, this forward main anchor has been rigged in place and is attached to the hawser because it's ready for deployment. And then there's the additional one on the starboard side and another backup on the port side. Now this anchor here is not being rigged in place because it's actually going to be displayed as if the ship was at anchor on the display base. It'll be hanging down in place like that. So we've got to add all the figures to the ship, and then she's pretty much done. Do a final paint touch-up, mount her to the base, and ready for some seaside photography. It's going to be fun.